the glory of God is on you. I was thinking about the scripture that declares, arise and shine, for thy light has come, and the glory of God is upon thee. And oftentimes in life, we always wonder, why is the enemy keep fighting me? Why is the enemy fighting me and I have not built it yet? Why is the enemy coming against me and I don't even have it yet? Why is the enemy coming against my purpose and my destiny and I have not even did anything yet? God says it's because the glory of God is upon you, and the enemy is not fighting anything that he has not captured. The Father says, because the glory of God is on you, the fight has become personal. He says, because if you ever wake up out of your sleepy place and recognize what he put on the inside of you, then you will understand why the enemy fights you in your sleep, why the enemy fights you, on your job, why the enemy fights you, because he understands that if you ever walk into your ordained place, if you ever walk in power and the authority that God has given you, he understands that his kingdom is under attack. The glory of God is upon you, but you've got to arise to the occasion. You've got to arise out of this low self-esteem. You got to arise out of this intimidation. But the Father says, I made you fearfully and wonderfully made. I called you to be different. So don't you dare apologize about your uniqueness. Don't you ever apologize about your difference. He says, because I made you fearfully and wonderfully made. I called you a chosen generation and a royal priesthood. But you've got to arise out of this low place, out of this stuck place. Because the Father says the glory of God is on you. He says, not only is it on you, it's in you. He says, because greater is he that's within you than he that is in the world. So don't you feel as though that the enemy is just picking on you because of your personality. He said the enemy is bothering you. He said, because if you ever open up your mouth and declare what I said, come on. He says healing will take place. Deliverance will break out. If you ever open up your mouth and come into agreement with who I called you to be, he says you will turn a world upside down. He says the glory of God is upon you, but you've got to rise out of this place. Put the bottom of the screen. I'm going to rise out of this place. Yeah, I can no longer stay here. Why? Because God has called me to an elevated place. God has called me higher. And because he has called me higher, I'm not going to be afraid to walk in it, because he have not given me the spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. The glory of God is upon you, and you can't apologize for it any longer.